Hello Russian learners, you are watching the ARusPro channel. I'm Anastasia and today we will be talking about the Russian word tak. We are going to look at the two main meanings of the word tak and at the difference between tak and такой. Вы готовы? Let's achieve it! The word tak is mainly known to learners as an emphatic word. So it emphasizes and highlights the meaning of another word. And in this meaning, it's similar to the English word so. For example, это было так неожиданно. It was so unexpected. For example, you saw a film and something was unexpected there. So it's not just это было неожиданно. You emphasize it. You say это было так неожиданно. So something made an impression on you and you want to emphasize it. Сегодня так холодно. For example, I come into the room from outside in cold weather and I'm saying, сегодня так холодно, or на улице так холодно. So again, something impressed me outside, particularly the cold weather. So I want to emphasize it. Здесь так дорого. Давай пойдем в другое место. So expensive here. The prices are high. Let's go to some other place. В другое место. Here, место refers to a restaurant or a cafe. So it's a general word that can be used to replace any place. So, так дорого. Again, the prices make an impression on you and you want to underline that it's expensive. Там так красиво. Again, emphasizing the beauty of this place where you were. If you look at all these examples, you will notice that these words неожиданно, холодно, дорого, красиво are adverbs. They end in o and they describe just an atmosphere or conditions in some place. So they don't describe a particular noun, a particular thing or person, but they describe just general atmosphere or general conditions. And we use так with adverbs because так is a word that emphasizes an adverb. What is the word that emphasizes an adjective? That will be ТАКОЙ, and we are going to look at it when we're going to look at the examples of complements. So, in complements, you will use both. So let's take a look and let's see what the difference is. Let's take a look at the first two sentences. Ты такой интересный человек. And с тобой так интересно. In the first sentence, we are describing the noun человек. Человек in Russian is a masculine noun. It may refer to a woman and to a man, but the word itself is masculine because it ends in a consonant. So, to describe this noun, we will use masculine adjectives. Такой интересный. Такой, ой, one of the masculine adjective endings, and ый, another masculine adjective ending. Let's compare this sentence with this one. С тобой так интересно. So now we are not describing any noun. We are describing the atmosphere, the feelings, the conditions when I'm with you. С тобой. So it's just being with you puts me in this condition of being interested. That is why here we use так, because так reinforces this adverb, интересно. Number 2. Ты такая хорошая хозяйка. And ты так вкусно готовишь. Again, the word хозяйка is a noun, which is translated as a housekeeper or housewife, and it also means a hostess or an owner, a female owner. So хозяйка is a feminine word. It only refers to a woman. And these adjectives also have a feminine ending. Такая хорошая. This is a very good compliment for a woman, particularly for a Russian woman, because in Russia and in other post-Soviet countries, women normally are responsible for housekeeping. If you compliment a woman on her housekeeping skills, this is a very good compliment for her. Here we have a verb, cook. You cook. Ты готовишь. And here we are not describing the noun. There is no noun. We are describing the verb. That is why we are using the adverb вкусно. Так вкусно. Ты так вкусно готовишь. Probably in English you would say you are a good cook. So in English the structure would be different. But in Russian we say you cook well or you cook delicious. Ты так хорошо готовишь or ты так вкусно готовишь. Number 3. У тебя такое красивое платье. And ты так красиво выглядишь сегодня. Платье is a neutral noun. It ends in «е», one of the neutral noun endings. And here again we agree the adjectives with the noun. Такое красивое. Here there is no noun. There is a verb. Выглядишь, you look. Ты выглядишь, you have an appearance, you look. Ты так красиво выглядишь. An adverb describing the verb выглядишь. And we use так here. Ты так красиво выглядишь сегодня. Some women might get offended at this because, well, you are saying I'm looking good today, but what about other days? Do I not look beautiful on other days? But of course, it's understandable that it's a compliment. So don't be afraid of saying this phrase. That will be okay. Number 4. Вы такие классные ребята. And вы так смешно шутите. You are such cool guys. Классные ребята. Ребята is plural. Guys, классные, ые shows that it's plural as well. And такие, the softer version of ые, такие, also shows that it's plural. So everything agrees with the noun. Here it's not a noun, it's a verb. Шутите, вы шутите, you joke. And an adverb смешно, funny, так смешно. Again, in English, you would probably phrase it differently. You would probably say, your jokes are funny. So you will use the noun jokes and the adjective funny. But in Russian, we will say, вы смешно шутите. So sometimes you see in Russian we use an adverb plus verb, but in English you use an adjective plus noun. You just have to know this, and you should listen to native speakers, how they say it. You should note these things, and eventually you'll be able to predict where to use an adverb, where to use an adjective. I hope it's clear. we are moving to the second meaning of так. The second meaning of так is non-emphatic, so we don't emphasize anything. We say like this, or here's how, or this is the way it should be. For example, покажи, пожалуйста, как установить эту программу. Сейчас покажу. Вот так. Нажимаешь сюда. So, show me please how to install this program. I'll show in a minute, сейчас. Вот так. Нажимаешь сюда. You click here. So, you are showing someone how something is done. And you say вот так before you actually start showing it. Number 2. Ты не знаешь, как развернуть эту селфи-палку. Вот так. Смотри. Так, так и так. Here, one person is asking how to open or unfold this selfie stick, because some of them very complicated at opening. And the other one is showing. Again, вот так, a phrase that precedes the actual process of showing. And then смотри. Так, так и так. So when we do first turn, так, then так и так. Something like this. So you show and simultaneously say так, так и так. Next example. In the next example we have не так. Ты не так делаешь. Давай я покажу, как надо. So не так here means not the way it should be done. You are doing it wrong, not the way it should be done. Let me show you how it's needed to be done. Как надо. For example, you are assembling this selfie stick and your friend is telling you, you are doing it wrong, you are going to break it. Давай я покажу, как надо. Ты не так делаешь. The next phrase is a very useful phrase. Ты не так понял или ты не так поняла. So you got it wrong or you understood it wrong, literally. Я имел в виду, что, or я имела в виду, что. Of course, male and female versions. This is also a very good phrase. I meant something else. And here you will continue your thought after this linking word что. So, I meant that something. And in this phrase we have the verb иметь in the past tense. Иметь в виду. It's a set expression. You know that иметь means to have, literally, but we don't use it in the regular context for to have. You know that I have in Russian will be у меня есть. That's another way of saying it. In my world, in my universe, it exists. But in this expression, we do use the verb иметь. And this is a collocation, as I said. This is a set phrase. Next one, что-то не так is something wrong. For example, you are talking to your friend on Skype and then you see that they became aloof. They are not talking to you. Their attitude changed. And you might say, что-то не так? Is something wrong? Something happened? Or another phrase, что-то здесь не так. A detective might say, something is wrong here. Something is not right here. Remember, что-то means something that you don't know what it is. You don't know what it is and you want to find out. It's bothering you. This particle, то, gives you this idea. Что-то здесь не так. And что не так? Another phrase. Что не так? Actually, it's что не так с. What is wrong with something? It's actually a very common heading, newspaper heading, when they want to get you interested in some news item. For example, not long ago, a couple of days ago, I saw this heading on YouTube, a heading of the video. Что не так с выборами в США? What is wrong with the election in the US? I haven't watched this video, but this was the heading. If you know what is wrong with the election in the US, you can write your thoughts in the comments. So these were the two primary meanings of так. But if you thought that was it, вы не так поняли. You got me wrong, because this little word has this many meanings and usages. And particularly, we are going to talk about them in the second part. So we are going to discuss all these, because these are the examples of another emphatic usage of так. And also in the second part, we are going to find out if it's correct to say не так ли for isn't it, or a tag question when you say it's interesting, isn't it? Do we say не так ли? Is it okay? Is it not okay? We are going to find out in the second part. So, follow me, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and to achieve Russian proficiency, we are going to learn a lot more, because it's the Russian language. So I will see you in the second part. Пока-пока.